MMA Inside the Cage, presented by Elevation Training Mask.
Welcome back to MMA Inside the Cage. Time to impress the judges. Cyrus Fees alongside Casey Oxton. You can see our Twitter accounts here. Follow us, tweet us. Now, we broke the news on the internet sensation Hip Show a few months back, and since then, sources are saying the Hip Show could be on a very prominent fight network in the U.S. very soon, one that we know very well, and maybe in the Middle East as well. It's becoming a global sport. There's a lot of potential here.
Absolutely, and the timing is perfect. If this thing had come along 10 or even 5 years ago, I'm not so sure it would have been so well received, but we are living in a world now where the sport of MMA is universally accepted and regulated, and it's time for the next step in that evolution.
I agree. Now, we have a full fight from the first season of the Hip Show, and before we get to our main event of the week, let's break down the rules just a little bit more, Casey. Now, what? 3 2-minute rounds right out of the gate here for the 2-on-2. If one fighter's eliminated, it moves to a 1-minute round. And then you have 3 ways to win, right?
Absolutely. Both fighters are finished, or if one fighter can survive a full round, his team wins, or by points, which are determined by slams, head kicks, submission attempts, knockdowns, and holding on to a certain zone for at least 10 seconds.
Now, for more information on season number 3, which is coming up very quickly, it's www.hip-show.com. But now let's get to it. A 2-on-2 beatdown, your MMA Inside the Cage main event of the week.
Things are about to get really crazy, really fast. Hip Show, the greatest show on earth.
Here we go. They get it started here on the bus stop, as it is the Industrials trying to take the bus stop, but they're going to take it back down to the arena floor.
Yeah, not to happen, man. And you're talking about Rigi. He's on top, and it looked as though we were going to get Schmel going after an ankle lock, but as, of course, you know, round 1, there are no submissions.
There we go. Rigi taking control there in the middle of the snake. That's right, that obstacle right there, the snake, provides a lot of walls and some different levels there. Actually had a break in the action here as Walter actually broke his helmet. He got hit so hard, I believe. So Walter gets a new helmet here, and we're about to get things restarted. Round number 1, like you said, no submissions are allowed in the first 2 rounds. So
when they're on the mat and they're moving around, it's going to be more like a scholastic wrestling match where there are no submissions applied. Look at him.
Whoa, big kick here to the body, a flying
shot.
kick.
Big shot, and you've got Rigi on top, man.
And Schmel on the bottom, and he's just trying to capitalize on that kick.
Now you see all this running. This is a prime example of the difference between mixed martial arts and Hip Show. These guys have to virtually run a marathon on top of the fight. It is amazing, it is crazy, and these guys are incredibly conditioned.
And Tara landed some big knees over there right now on Walter. And Takaya looking really good there.
This is crazy. Nice lateral drop there.
And the first point goes to Takaya for the throw. So, you know, things are getting real interesting right out of the gate here, Casey, is they have to reset the action a lot of the times. If there's any sort of break in the action, they get things restarted and get the action on the feet going as well.
But what's so cool is that while they're doing that in one set of fighters, the action still carries on with the other set. So the fans are always getting that nonstop push.
And look at that, Rigi looking for the throw.
Another takedown, beautiful.
That'll be the second point for Takaya. And it looks like the round is over here. We have a break between rounds. We're going to get 90 seconds to let these guys rest. We have Takaya in the black, currently leading 2-0 over the Industrials in the red.
Here we go.
Second round.
Again, man. You have the Industrials headed to the top, to the bus stop. They're trying to score.
Hold on to it. Yeah, if they can hold on to that for 10 seconds, then they can actually score. But I think it's going to be difficult because they got to hold.
Oh, yeah, look at these guys.
I don't think it's going to happen. Walter's not going to be able to get back on top of that bus stop.
They're just dragging Walter off there, man. Look.
And there they go. They're going right back to the bus stop.
Back to the bus stop. And this time,
I love the strategy.
Takes some hard shots.
But look at this. It's 2-on-1 right now.
And again, the beautiful, beautiful suplex, man. Rigi once again applies himself in this fight.
Are they going to give him the point?
He is making Takaya extremely dominant in this fight. 3-0.
And they did. They got another point.
Landing big shots, man. This fight could be over.
Rigi is landing huge shots there. He stops him, but I think Pantera may have got the stop on the other side. I think Walter and Schmel are done.
This fight is done. This fight is done. Takaya's taking it home.
This is something you don't see very often, Casey, where 2 guys get taken out at seemingly the same exact time. Hip Show delivers once again.
Absolutely. Wow.
Fighters, promoters, fans, get hooked up. Send us your best knockouts and submissions by going to MMAInsidetheCageTV.com and clicking Get On Air.